Gentlemen, listen up. The world doesn't wait for hesitant men, and neither do women. If you're walking through life clueless, wondering whether she's into you or just being nice, you've already lost half the battle. But today, that changes. Because I'm about to hand you the tools to read between the lines, to decode the signals, and to walk into every interaction like a man who knows where he stands. Let's get one thing straight. Women don't make it obvious. They're not gonna hold up a neon sign that says, "Hey, I'm flirting with you." No, it's all about subtlety, power plays, and how you respond to the game. You have to be sharp, aware, and above all, confident. Ever notice how she locks eyes with you, holding that gaze just a second longer than normal? That's not by accident. That's a test. She's waiting to see if you look away like a nervous schoolboy or hold your ground like a man who owns the room. If you can't maintain eye contact, you've already folded your hand before the game even started. And what about when she finds reasons to be near you? People don't just casually drift into your space unless they want to feel your presence. If she's leaning in, brushing your arm, or playfully nudging you, that's not an accident. That's an invitation. The question is, do you recognize it, or do you let it slip through your fingers? Then there's the teasing. Some guys get thrown off when a woman playfully challenges them or mocks them a little. Big mistake. That's not rejection, that's attraction. Women don't waste their time teasing men they have no interest in. That little smirk, that witty jab, that's her seeing if you can handle the fire or if you crumble under pressure. But here's the biggest one, and pay close attention because this is where most men fail. Women will test you, not to break you, but to see what you're made of. She might pull back to see how you react. She might act disinterested just to see if you start begging for her attention like a weak man. That's where you separate the ones who get it from the ones who stay in the dark. If you stay centered, if you don't break, if you stand your ground, you pass. Now, here's the bottom line. The world belongs to those who see the game and play to win. If you walk around blind to the signs, you'll keep missing out. Opportunity after opportunity, woman after woman. But if you open your eyes, if you start paying attention and acting with confidence, you'll never second guess yourself again. Gentlemen, step up, read the room, and take what's yours. Because if you don't, someone else will. Confidence is key, the foundation of attraction, gentlemen. If there's one thing you must understand about attraction, about life itself, it's that confidence is the foundation of everything. Without it, you're a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly, hoping for the wind to push you in the right direction. But life doesn't work that way. Women don't work that way. You either command attention and respect, or you become invisible. Now, let's get something straight. Confidence isn't just about how you feel. It's about how you carry yourself. You can't fake it. You can't put on a mask of bravado and expect it to hold up under pressure. Real confidence is built, forged in the fire of self-discipline, action, and an unshakable belief in your worth. When a woman flirts with you, when she tests you, when she gives you the signs, your reaction determines everything. Have you ever noticed how some guys walk into a room and instantly draw attention? They don't have to say a word, yet people turn their heads. Why? Because confidence is energy, it's presence, and women are drawn to it like a magnet. If you can't project that energy, you'll constantly be wondering why you get overlooked, why you miss opportunities, why you're always in the friend zone. Let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes men make when they think a woman might be flirting with them: hesitation. You see a woman lock eyes with you, she smiles, she plays with her hair, she leans in closer, but you do nothing. You second guess yourself. You overanalyze. You let doubt creep in like a parasite that robs you of your instincts. And guess what? She notices. Women are highly intuitive. They can smell insecurity from a mile away. If you hesitate, if you break eye contact, if you start fumbling your words like you need her validation, you've already lost. But here's the thing. Confidence is not about arrogance. It's not about acting like you're better than everyone else. It's about knowing your worth without needing external approval. When a woman flirts with you, she's not just being nice. She's probing, testing, seeing if you're a man who stands firm or one who wavers. Let's break this down further. Imagine a woman playfully teasing you, making a witty comment about your outfit, your hair, or something you said. An insecure man gets defensive, unsure of whether she's making fun of him or not. A confident man, he plays along. He flips it back on her. He enjoys the moment because he's not threatened. He knows who he is. And that's the secret. Confidence isn't about impressing her. It's about being so sure of yourself that you don't need to impress her. You walk into the interaction like a man who belongs there, not like a guy hoping to be accepted, eh? Women don't choose weak men, they test them. And if you fail the test, you get dismissed. Fast. So how do you build confidence? Through action, through exposure, through stepping up and taking risks instead of waiting for life to hand you permission. You approach, you make eye contact. You embrace the possibility of rejection because rejection doesn't define you. It strengthens you. When a woman flirts with you, she's giving you an opportunity. Do you take it or do you hesitate and let it slip away? That moment will define you. Now, confidence is key, and if you don't own it, someone else will. The power of eye contact, the silent language of attraction, gentlemen, let me tell you something most men never grasp. The most powerful tool in attraction isn't your words, your wealth, or even your looks, it's your eyes. Master this and you'll command attention before you even open your mouth. Fail at it, and you'll blend into the background like every other forgettable man. Most guys don't realize that eye contact is a test, a challenge, and an invitation all at once. Women don't just look at you for no reason. They observe, they analyze, they wait to see what you do next. That moment, those 2 or 3 seconds where your eyes meet, can determine everything. It's where attraction is born or where it dies instantly. Have you ever locked eyes with a woman across the room and felt something? That unspoken electricity? That's not random, that's nature at work. But here's where most men fail. They break eye contact too soon. They look away, nervous, unsure, afraid to hold the moment. And guess what? That's a sign of weakness. Women instinctively know that a man who can't hold a gaze can't handle pressure, can't handle leadership, and sure as hell can't handle them. You want proof? Look at the most dominant figures in history. Leaders, warriors, entrepreneurs. They all have one thing in common: an unshakable, unwavering gaze. Their eyes command respect. When they look at you, you feel it. They don't flinch. They don't waver. They own the space they're in. And women, they respond to that. Now let's talk about what happens when a woman flirts with you using eye contact. She might glance at you, hold your gaze for a split second longer than normal, and then look away. That's a test. She wants to see if you're confident enough to hold your ground. She might look back a second time. Another test. If you're smart, if you're aware, you don't just glance at her and look away like a lost puppy. No, you hold steady, you stay calm, you let her feel your presence. A woman's gaze is an invitation, but she won't make it obvious. She's not gonna walk up to you and say, "Hey, I like you." That's not how the game works. Women are drawn to dominance, certainty, and presence, all of which are projected through your eye contact. If you can't even hold her gaze, how will you handle a relationship? How will you handle pressure in life? Think about that. And let's be clear, staring like a creep is not confidence. There's a difference between a strong, commanding gaze and looking at someone like a weirdo who doesn't blink. The key is balance. You look at her like you already know she's interested, like you're in control of the moment, not seeking her approval. A lot of men approach interactions begging for validation, and women pick up on that instantly. But when you hold eye contact with calm certainty, when you don't flinch, when you stay composed, it tells her something. It tells her you're a man who doesn't second guess himself. And that, gentleman, is irresistible. So next time a woman looks at you, don't be the weak man who looks away first. Hold steady, own the moment, because in that instant, before a single word is spoken, she's already decided what kind of man you are. Physical cues and proximity, the unspoken signals of attraction, gentlemen, listen up. If you want to understand whether a woman is flirting with you, you need to stop relying on what she says and start paying attention to what she does. Words can deceive, but body language, that never lies. Most guys walk through life clueless, waiting for a woman to spell it out for them, waiting for an obvious sign that she's interested. That never happens. Women don't flirt with words alone. They use body language, subtle movements, and proximity to send signals. The problem? Most men are blind to it. Let's get one thing straight. When a woman is attracted to you, she will find reasons to be close to you. People don't invade each other's personal space unless there's a reason. If she's leaning in when she talks, brushing up against you by accident, or positioning herself near you over and over again, she's testing you. She's giving you an opportunity to recognize her attraction. And it's up to you to respond like a man who gets it. The power of proximity. A woman who isn't interested in you will keep her distance. She won't make an effort to be near you. She won't turn her body towards you. And she certainly won't find excuses to touch you. On the other hand, when a woman is flirting, she will create situations where she can be close to you. Sometimes in ways so subtle, you won't even realize it if you're not paying attention. You ever notice how a woman moves closer when she doesn't have to? Maybe you're in a group setting and she chooses to sit next to you. Maybe she shifts in your direction while talking, aligning her body with yours. This is not random. Women are experts at using proximity to show interest. If she's choosing to stay close, it's because she wants to feel your presence. The secret language of touch now. Let's talk about touch. One of the clearest ways a woman can flirt with you. Women don't touch men they're not attracted to. Let that sink in. If she places her hand on your arm while laughing, playfully nudges you, or accidentally brushes up against you, she's sending a message. But here's the part where most guys screw up. They don't reciprocate. When a woman touches you, she's testing to see if you're comfortable with her physicality. If you stiffen up, pull away, or act unsure, you fail the test. But if you stay relaxed, if you confidently place a hand on her back while leading her through a crowd, if you engage back in a controlled, masculine way, you pass. Touch is intimate, and it's one of the ways a woman gauges your confidence. If you can't handle a simple, playful touch, she'll assume you can't handle anything more intense, and she'll lose interest. Body orientation, where her attention goes, her interest flows. If a woman is facing you directly, if her body is fully engaged in your direction, she's locked in on you. When people aren't interested, they subconsciously turn away. Their feet point toward the exit. Their shoulders close off. They create barriers. But when a woman is interested, she leans in. Her feet, hips, and shoulders align with you. She gives you her full attention. Think about it. People don't give their full presence to someone they don't care about. If she's invested in the conversation, laughing, nodding, reacting to what you say, she's flirting. But if she's checking her phone, glancing around the room, or turning her body away, she's mentally checked out. The final test is she break the touch barrier. Let's say you've noticed all these signs. She's close. She's leaning in and she's engaging in playful touch. Here's the final test. Does she react positively when you escalate? A confident man knows how to respond appropriately. He doesn't sit there like a statue overanalyzing. If she places her hand on your arm, he naturally touches her back when making a point. If she playfully pushes him, he lightly returns the gesture with a smirk, playful teasing, and banter, the art of flirtation through wit, gentlemen. Let me lay down the truth that most men never understand. Flirting is not about being polite, agreeable, or playing it safe. It's about tension, excitement, and playful energy. If you think a woman is just being nice when she teases you, you're missing the signal. Women don't waste time joking around with men they have no interest in. If she's playfully testing you, poking fun at you, or throwing sarcastic jabs your way, that's a green light, not a red flag. The biggest mistake men make, taking it too seriously. Most guys completely fail this test because they overreact. Either they get too defensive, acting like their ego has been bruised, or they don't engage at all, thinking, oh, why is she being mean to me? Wrong mentality. Women don't tease men they find weak. They tease the ones they see as strong enough to handle it. If you get upset or flustered, you lose. If you ignore it and don't respond with the same playful energy, you also lose. So what do? You engage in the game, you tease back. You keep it lighthearted but firm. If she calls you a dork for something you said, don't apologize. Double down. Look her dead in the eye, smirk, and say, you love it, don't lie. You see what happened there? Instead of getting defensive, you turned it into a flirty challenge, keeping the tension alive. The secret to teasing, push, and pull dynamics flirting isn't about constantly teasing. It's about knowing when to push and when to pull back. If you tease a woman but never give her a compliment, never show a moment of warmth, she'll think you're just being mean. On the other hand, if you're only nice and agreeable, there's no excitement, no challenge. The secret? Balance? You throw out a playful tease, and then, when the moment is right, you drop in a genuine compliment. This contrast is what makes flirting addictive. Example, let's say she jokingly says, "Whoa, you actually dressed nice today. I'm impressed." A weak man would awkwardly say, "Nah, thanks." A confident man, he smirks and fires back, "Yeah, I figured I'd make an effort since you always try so hard to impress me." Boom, tension created. You just subtly flip the frame, making it seem like she's the one chasing you. But here's where most guys stop. They leave it at that, and it feels like a battle of sarcasm. The real pros know when to soften it. After your tease, you follow up with a more genuine moment later in the interaction. But in all honesty, you actually do look great today. That unexpected shift throws her off in the best way possible. Now she's not just laughing, she's emotionally invested. Why women test men through teasing women don't test men for fun. They do it because they're subconsciously looking for strength. They need to know that the man in front of them is secure, confident, and unshaken. If you can't handle a little playful banter, how will you handle real challenges? Think about it. A woman wants a man she can rely on, someone who doesn't crumble under pressure. If a small joke makes you uncomfortable, if you get flustered by light teasing, what does that say about how you'll handle life's real tests? Exactly. You fail before you even get a chance. But if you handle her teasing with ease, humor, and confidence, she feels that undeniable attraction. She sees that you're not fazed, not seeking approval, and completely in control of yourself. That's when she starts leaning in, laughing more and engaging deeper. The final test, can you keep up the energy? Flirting is not a one-time thing, it's a dance. If you tease once and then revert to being serious, you lose momentum. You have to keep the energy flowing. You escalate, you create moments of laughter, of tension, of curiosity. And remember this, when a woman teases you, she's inviting you into the game. You either step up and play like a man who gets it, or you miss the opportunity entirely. So the next time she playfully challenges you, don't freeze, don't retreat, lean in and own it. Because that's the difference between a man who watches from the sidelines and a man who wins the game. She laughs. More around you, the emotional connection of laughter, gentlemen. Listen carefully, because this one separates the average men from the ones who command attraction effortlessly. Laughter is one of the most powerful indicators of attraction. When a woman laughs more around you, it's not just because you're funny. It's because she's feeling something deeper. It's a reaction to chemistry, to comfort, to excitement. And if you don't recognize this, if you think she's just being polite, you'll miss your shot every single time. The science of laughter and attraction, let's get one thing straight. Women don't laugh at jokes, they laugh at emotions. A guy can tell the same joke to two different women, and one will laugh uncontrollably while the other barely cracks a smile. Why? Because humor is tied to connection. If a woman is attracted to you, she'll find you funnier. If she's not, even the best joke in the world won't land. Studies show that when people laugh together, it releases dopamine, the same chemical responsible for pleasure, excitement, and even addiction. Laughter literally makes her feel good around you. And when a woman associates positive emotions with you, she becomes drawn to you, not just physically, but emotionally. While laughter is a flirtation signal, think about the last time you saw a woman genuinely interested in a man. She wasn't just smiling. She was laughing, leaning in, touching his arm while giggling. That kind of laughter isn't about the joke itself. It's about how he makes her feel. If a woman is flirting with you, she'll laugh more, even at things that aren't that funny. She's not doing it on purpose. It's instinctual. It's her body's natural way of signaling attraction. But here's where most men mess up. They think it's about being the funniest guy in the room. Wrong. It's not about trying to be a stand-up comedian. It's about creating a playful, confident, and engaging presence where she feels comfortable, excited, and intrigued. The biggest mistake men make trying too hard to be funny. A weak man thinks, if I can just make her laugh, she'll like me. So what does he do? He forces jokes. He overcompensates with corny one-liners. He tries too hard. What happens? She sees through it. She feels the desperation. And nothing kills attraction faster than a man seeking approval through humor. On the other hand, a man who gets it knows that humor is about timing, delivery, and confidence. He doesn't need her to laugh. He just expects it. And that's what makes it work. The art of playful humor, how to create flirtatious laughter. The best kind of humor for flirting is playful teasing, unpredictability, and shared jokes. Here's how you do it right. Tease her like you would a friend if she says something obvious. Give her a playful smirk and say, "Wow, you're really good at stating the obvious. Must be a special talent." It's not about insulting her. It's about creating playful tension. Use unexpected humor. Predictability is boring. Instead of giving the standard answer, throw her off a little. Her. "Hey, so what do you do for fun?" "You. Mostly train eagles to deliver messages for me. Kind of like a medieval texting system." She laughs. "Why?" "Why?" "Because it's unexpected, lighthearted, and shows confidence. Have inside jokes. If you can establish a joke that only the two of you understand, it creates instant intimacy." Example. If she mentions she loves coffee later in the conversation, you say, "You'll feel like you judge people based on their coffee order. If I said I drink decaf, you'd probably walk away right now." Boom. Inside joke created. Now you have something playful to build on. When laughter becomes a seduction tool, flirting is about emotions, not logic. If you can make her laugh and feel good, she will naturally be drawn to you. She won't be able to help herself. Her brain will associate you with fun, excitement, and attraction. And the best part? The more she laughs, the more she wants to be around you. Women chase the men who make them feel alive, and laughter is one of the strongest ways to do that. So next time a woman is laughing more than usual around you, don't brush it off as if you're just being friendly. Recognize the signal, own the moment, and escalate the attraction. Closing the speech, recognizing the signs and taking action. Gentlemen, at this point, there should be no confusion. Women don't spell it out for you. They send signals. They flirt through body language, playful teasing, proximity, and laughter. And most men, frankly, are too blind to see it. But now you know better. You understand that when she leans in closer, when she playfully challenges you, when she touches your arm, or when she laughs more than necessary, she's giving you the green light. She's waiting to see if you're man enough to recognize it and make a move. The real question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there, overanalyzing, second-guessing, waiting for an even more obvious sign that will never come? Or are you going to step up, take control, and respond like a man who gets it? Because the men who win in this game, the men who naturally attract women, don't wait for permission. They read the signs, trust their instincts, and take action. They don't hesitate. They don't need reassurance. They see the moment and own it. So, the next time you see these signals, don't hesitate. Lean in, flirt back, escalate, take the lead. Take the lead. Because the truth is, attraction isn't complicated. Women aren't playing a mystery game. They just want a man who can see the signs, step up with confidence, and handle the moment like a man who knows his worth. Now go out there and make it happen.